Hi, today we'll be doing Nifty Bank Nifty analysis for 25th July, that is on Tuesday. We have Nifty expiry also on today. If you see, this is a Nifty chart on daily time frame. If you see, we had a good up move, then a consolidation, then an up move. Now it is little bit falling. If you can see, even in earlier stages, we had two consecutive red days. Here we have three, here we have two, again two, even 2 here and 2 here. In all these things, the next day we had a gap up. Can we see this too? We had a gap up. So this was the two red candles where the closing was below each other. So this closing was here and this closing is here, and the next day we had a gap up. Sorry, we had a slightly gap down. Price closed higher. If you can see here, we had a gap up. Even here, we had a gap up. So these two did not close low only. So based on this two and this two, so if we get a slightly gap up, then it might hold this lower level. So as you can see, even in the last trend, this was up move. Now we have almost 50% retracement. This is a good chance to again move higher. So it might make a small green color candle, and we might reach this level of 770. In this week, we might be trading in this particular range of 19,850, 900 to lower level of around 19,600, 650. So if we are trading in this particular range, then this will be a small range, and by next week, if we break this particular low, then we can get a trending move of this, even this 19,300, 350 level. So if this week goes sideways, then the next week might be trending. So this is on daily time frame. If you go and see in the lower time frame, if you see this one, this is on 50 minutes. Even here Nifty is trading in some sort of a range, means parallel range. uh, so this particular move was a sharp up move. If you see here in 1 hour time frame, this move after this consolidation it started moving higher, and this at the last 2:30 we had a sharp up move on the upside. So this will act as a minor support. So price is almost there at that particular level only. So today if we get let's say a gap up, then this might be a W type pattern. So it came here, went up, came here, and again if we get a gap up here, and by end of the day it would go somewhere here, then it would be the low of this particular week. So this will be some sort of a W pattern. We have a trend line going on here, so some sort of a trend line. So if it breaks this one tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we might get these levels in coming days. So if we get a gap up, then we'll be looking for buying opportunities only. So the first one would be a very small red candle side taken up. That would be the one entry. The second one, in 15 minutes, we might wait for an inside candle, then the inside candle high is broken out. That can be another entry. Or wait till, as today's Nifty expiry, wait till afternoon 12:30. After that, if till 12:30 Nifty is trading around this level and made a range, then we can look for any range breakout for the upside. We'll be trading with small quantities on lower side, because this is 50% of this particular trend, and in 2 days the selling is not that great. So let's imagine if this was selling there, we had a gap down, then this made a particular, this was a red candle. You can imagine this red candle also being this long as this close here, the next day the close is here, so this will make a big red candle. But the follow through candle, if you can see, the low of this candle was around 19,686, and low of this particular candle is 19,658, only 10 to 15 points lower. We have closed lower, and you can see this low was around 19,730, and this low was around 19,700. This is again 19,070. So we are making a lower low of only 30 points. And yesterday evening we did not make a fresh low at all. Means this low is similar to this low. If the selling was strong, then this up move would not be this strong. It would have just been this much and would have made a new low. So as the selling is not fast, so we are not aggressive on selling side. So when we can expect a strong selling? If we get a green candle, and then in daily time frame, if we get a green candle here, let's say a green candle here, again if it breaks the particular low of that green candle, then we can get a sharp down. Until then, we'll be looking for buying opportunities, and we will sell with smaller quantities. So if you can see in 1 hour time frame, we are making wicks at lower line. So again, if we get a gap up, then it is a sign of bullishness. So we might add higher. If we get a gap down, then we'll be trading in favor of the gap down, but with little less quantities. So let's say we have a gap down, and whichever is the green, means let's say the second or third candle is a green candle, we'll wait for the green candle slow to be taken out, then we will trade on the downside. Or else if you want to trade aggressively in 1 minute time frame, look for lower high lower low pattern. Let's say in 1 minute, first candle is red, after 2 candles it makes a green candle. Again when it breaks the particular green candle, so we'll enter and keeping the stop loss of that particular green candle sign, and then it might go down. So if you get a gap down, then we might expect a trending move until 19,560. The first target would be 19,600 only. The second would be around 19,564, somewhere like that. If this would be applicable only on gap down. If you get a flat opening also, we'll trade after 12 o'clock, wait for consolidation and then trade. But for lower side, means if it is breaking after 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock on the lower side, then we can trade with full quantity, unless until it's after 1 o'clock to 2:30, we will be trading in half quantity on downside and full quantity on upside. So on daily time frame, we are expecting some sort of a green candle here. So that's about Nifty. If you see Bank Nifty in the daily time frame, see we had a good move. After this move, we did not have a pretty strong follow through. So price went higher, then again it closed below this particular candle's closing. We have a red candle here. So if it breaks 45,860, then we can take a trade of 45,600 or even 45,000. Means first target would be 45,700, the second would be around 600. If you see Bank Nifty, this is something like this move. We can consider it as some sort of flag, a pole, and this one some sort of a flag. Even here in 1 hour, the price is in a range and it is not actually falling. If it was falling, should have made some candle like this and then a follow through. But here, all red candles, there is no follow through. So if you see this particular candle did not get a follow through, this particular candle also did not get a follow through, this candle also did not get a follow through, this candle did not get a follow through, a convincing follow through. But the next candle actually closed below this previous candle's low. So there is some bit of selling here when compared to Nifty. We also have a trend line going on here. So if this trend line is broken, we can expect a up move. But as today we have Nifty's expiry, so be cautious. We might get whipsaws more, like it might come down again, go back. So as the premiums are less, there will be moves on both upside and downside. So that when it goes on upside, they'll sell C. Then if it goes downside, they'll sell P. And then by end of the day, it might go and sideways, at least till 12, 1 o'clock, 1:30. So till 1:30, the moves will be choppy. After that, we might get some directional move. So if we get a gap up and then breaks this trend line, this will act as a small resistance, but this has been tested multiple times. So it will directly, this level of 46,150 will act as some sort of a resistance after breaking this one. So for me, the best scenario is if it opens slightly gap up and trades in this particular range without breaking the trend line, or without breaking this low till 12:30, 12:30, and then it breaks this particular candle, sorry, this particular trend line, and then it moves and closes somewhere near 46,100. That would be the best trend. If we get a gap down, then we'll be trending in favor of gap down. Let's say we get a gap down below 45,800 or even 45,850. We'll be trading with the target of 45,700 to 650. The SL would be around 45,860. Let's say 20 to 30 rupees SL when if it is a gap down, or you can also use the price action method to trade on the downside. So if you can see in daily, the VIX is now starting to raise slowly, but there is no aggressive movement in the VIX. This was actually the selling day where Nifty capped down 21st July. If you see 21st July, this actually made a red candle. So if VIX was rising, if it was a real selling, everyone was in panic, then here we could have got a pretty big green candle. So that did not happen. That means the sellers are not very aggressive. There is no panic in the market. So even the VIX is slightly on the lower range also. So we will see if this goes sideways and closes near 12 or above 12 by this weekend. So in the August we might get a downside, sharp downside. If you see in monthly also. So this we had 3 strong closing months, and in this month we are making some sort of a win. So there is 2 possibilities from here. Either buyers turn out aggressive as they have very less time left. They have 3 days left, and today they have to tomorrow on Thursday. They turn out aggressive and they try to close even about 20,000. That could be the best scenario for buyers. For sellers, they already have bought it from 20,000 to 19,700 levels. So by another 3 days, if they try to hold this level, or even if they can get it below 19,000 500 levels, then in the upper range there will be a weak kind of candle and a weak monthly candle. So this signifies that the price might trade in this range or trade even below for coming months, means at least for 1 or 2 months. So for buyers perspective, to give a strong closing, at least it should go till 19,800, 850. So let's see if there is any buying happening. So they might try to close the month by 19,800, 850 as higher as possible. You can see in monthly candle, Nifty is actually pretty slow on the upside. We had a very big green candle. Then after that, we had not that great momentum, just 2 to 3% movement on upside. So this was 2%, this was 1.5%, this is around 2%. So in Bank Nifty, it might try to close higher, the same as Nifty. If you see the banking stocks, the actual banking stocks are pretty. So this is HDFC. Yeah, this has made a lot of wicks around this particular region. So if it is unable to make a green candle and close about 17,025, then again we can see a sell-off in HDFC Bank. Even ICICI Bank yesterday, they had a result on Saturday, and yesterday it actually opened gap up below 1,000, but it made a red candle and it did not sustain the 1,000 levels. So that is a concerning thing. If we get a gap up today and if it closes above 1,000, that would be good. Otherwise, if it gives a follow through, then even in Nifty, Bank Nifty, we might see a sell-off, and the closing of this month would not be good for buyers. Axis Bank is making a lot of wicks at this particular region of 980. This actually moved 2 times above this particular candle. We had an inside candle. We had a gap down mode higher, even yesterday mode higher. So if we get a gap up today, it might try to close above 19,080 levels. Or else if we get a gap down today and it trades below 969 or 968.50 paisa, then we might see a red candle forming here. So even Kotak Bank announced the result on Saturday. So till Friday it was at this particular region. This was a resistance region. So from there it opened gap down and traded completely downside, so 3% downward. So if you get a flat to gap down opening, we might get a follow through and make something like this type of a candle here if you get a gap down. So SBI is actually moving higher. Even this has results this week. on 4th of August. That means coming week 4th means in another 10 days they even this as its result. So this is trying to reach the all-time high. This is the all-time high of 6,630. So it is slowly moving here. There is some sort of selling seen at the higher level, so we might expect a right candle to. So if you can see, this was stock move, then price moved higher, we got selling. Even yesterday we got price moved higher, we got selling. But the good part is this low is still maintained. So 612 would be a great support. If we get it here in the morning session with Captain, we might take a trade with the SL of 612.50. So this made an higher high, lower high, then again a flat high and a higher high. Even here it made a lower high, again we might get a lower high, and the next day we might get an higher high. But these lows are not yet taken up. So SBN is not that strong today. IndusInd Bank is moving higher. So if it opens flat or slightly gap up, then even IndusInd Bank might try to trade above 1444 level and close higher also. So if you can see, ICICI Bank is not that great. HDFC Bank is okay. Axis Bank is also not that great. Depends on the opening. If it is a gap up opening, then this Axis Bank is a little bit okay. If it is a gap down, then that is also a negative sign. Kotak Bank is negative. SBN is okay. This is bullish. So we have one bullish stock, and Axis Bank is bullish if it opens gap up. If it opens gap down, that is also considered bearish. This is neutral. So Kotak Bank is negative. ICICI Bank is little bit negative. HDFC is okay. So there are 3 to 4 stocks which is okay. So we might not get a trend in the morning. We might get a trend in the afternoon, means after 1 or 2 o'clock. We also have Nifty expiry. So if you can see, Nifty is facing resistance at this particular level. This was a pin bar which was made on 4th July. It almost took 1 month to reach here again. At least 20 days, 3 to 4 weeks to reach this level. This actually closed above this level. The next day we had a gap down, we got selling, and then yesterday we had a gap up, but closing was not that good. So this level is actually holding. So that is a little bit positive news. So if we get after 1 o'clock or 2:30, then we might see a closing above this particular selling zone of 20,574. 20,574. So if this particular region is acting as a support, we had a strong selling even on yesterday's, but there was even in 15 minutes also we got a follow through, but then price recovered and trading in this particular range. So if we get a gap up, this range could continue, but by the end of the day it might close higher if it is trading in this particular range. If sellers are strong, they might directly open a gap down, or in first few minutes only it might trade below this level. But as today is expiry, we might see some choppy moves, as it means in 3 minutes. If you are using any reversal setups, then you can scalp. That would be good for today. But we will not see a clear cut trending in the morning. If you want to summarize Bank Nifty, we are looking for bullish position in Bank Nifty until unless this level of 45,856 is taken out, and it trades decisively below that level. So if we get a gap up, we will hold and holds this level and breaks this particular trend line by afternoon. Then we look for buying opportunities with a target of 46,080 to 46,131. Okay, that would be one particular range for Bank Nifty. If it opens gap down, we will be looking for selling opportunities with a target of 45,700 to 45,600. So if it is flat or slightly gap up, we'll wait and see for this trend line breakout. If it is a gap down, we'll trade in favor of gap down, but the gap down should be below 45,840. That's it. Thank you.